greetings, my V family all over the world. This is your chief. Welcome back to my beautiful office in the QI Tower. All right, Mike is behind the camera. I've been recording my own Wednesday message with my iPad to adapt, adjust, accommodate since the pandemic. But now I'm back in the office. It's 12:20 a.m. on Wednesday. This is how Dato Sri Vijay trained us. There is no time that is not focused on building your future, your dreams, and making sure as many people as possible achieve financial freedom, guys. I'm crazy excited. Today has been a highly productive day. A lot of exciting things coming. As you know, VCon is happening in Penang in September, October. The dates will be announced very soon by the V. And I just want you guys to know, right? The reason why I told Mike to come here and record me a Wednesday message, because the world is back to normal. So I don't need to use my iPad at home. I can sit here in the beautiful office with the photograph of Dato Sri Vijay Japa behind me and communicate. And for you guys around the world, also recognize the fact that the world is opening up. We're going to start events in all your markets. The V partners, David, Sati, Arun, Adli, Dave, Joel, everyone is starting to fly around the world. Kazakhstan, we are coming to you. Africa, we're coming to you. Middle East, we're coming to you. All right, we're coming to all key markets. We are starting the NSS again. We are starting leadership camps. We are starting everything, baby. It's going to be crazy. We are back, all right, with unbelievable amount of passion and energy and wisdom and everything Dato Sri Vijay has given us the last 2 years is going to now be transferred to you anywhere in the world. And for those of you all who are watching my Wednesday message for the first time, all right, and you are brand new in IR, let me share with you, and even to the veterans out there, you belong to QNet, all right, the number one e-commerce network marketing company in the world. And in the last 2 years of pandemic, 2020 and 2021, our industry, especially our company QNet, became a lifesaver as providing an entrepreneurship opportunity to people who lost their jobs, all right, countries where economies have collapsed. Network marketing, QNet, became the ultimate savior, guys. Our products have changed lives, whether it's QVI, which now people are starting to use and travel again at the best rates possible. All right, cheap-ended biodiesel was such a major contributor to the wellness of people during the 2 years of the pandemic. Our watches became collectors. I just saw some of our watches, all right, out there being valued at higher values than what you bought it for. The jewelry, Home Pure, Noah, all right, gave us good, clean, beautiful water so we didn't have to go out and buy it. Air Pure Zen helped us with the coronavirus and made our environment safe for our family and our children, guys. Q Learn, people educated themselves during the pandemic being stuck at home. And all the other products, Edge, okay, VTube Plus, that allowed you access to thousands of videos of all your uplines during the pandemic, and you could learn and listen to the great ones, Japa, Dato Sri Vijay. And now the world is coming back to normality, which means it is our greatest opportunity to build big, build strong, build to last. That if there's one time I need you to be switched on, make unbelievable decisions that this is what you want to do, that you are not in QNet, but QNet is in you. This is the time. 2022, I promise our great founders, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, that whichever country you are, whichever organization you are, whichever language you speak, listen very carefully to your chief. I made a promise to Japa and Dato Sri Vijay that we are going to create history this year, that we are going to become the strongest network marketing company. We're going to become the greatest story ever told in this industry. All right, that regardless of all the bull sugar online, you and I know the truth of who we are. You and I know the truth that there's no greater company, product, opportunity than QNet in this multi-billion-dollar industry, guys. And they can claim to have better this, better that, better this, that. But they don't have our two greatest assets, Japadas Bismarck and the one and only Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran, guys. So I'm super excited because I met all the executive team members of QNet, the VQ Lifestyle. We are putting together some magical stuff that is going to be launched this quarter, next quarter, and the last quarter of the year. So wherever you are, if you are brand new and watching this video, my name is Pathman Senathirajah, and you have made one of the best decisions of your life to become an IR of QNet, to become a member of the V family, guys. And this Wednesday message, by the way, this week is the final week of the early bird of the bonanza. Don't sleep, don't eat, don't get married, don't do anything. Presentación, 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 and make sure your direct referrals earn and you build big and bigger, guys. This week, I want to break every record of 2022. I'm talking to you guys. I'm not making a request. This is a demand. This is a direct instruction from your chief. This week, raise the bar higher. Are you guys with me? And this week, I was reminiscing on a conversation I had with Japa at VCC, VCon, where we reached 500,000 people, being the biggest online network marketing event in the history of this industry, QNet, the V, all right? And I remember talking to Japa, and Japa and I were talking about being an effective upline, if you remember. And he says, ultimately, if you look into the mirror, what do you see? You see your own reflection. And the question you must ask yourself, all right, would you want an upline like that? First question. Would you want an upline like the person you see in the mirror? You must consistently ask yourself this question. Not only once, not only twice, but every day. All right? Before you walk out of your house, you look in the mirror, you adjust your hair, whatever. Ask yourself, would I want an upline like that? Because that's the only way you remind yourself that what you expect from your upline, you must give as a upline. So the questions you ask yourself, are you truly committed to this journey? Do you have a dream that you're willing to fight for and die for? Are you consistent as a networker, as an upline? Are you doing presentación? Are you taking your TAT seriously? Can you handle negativity with the mindset of a warrior? Are you an inspiration to the people around you? Do you give out positive energy and vibes to the people that depend on you? Do you understand the philosophy of always being in service to your downlines, to their dreams? Are you doing this for the wrong reason? Are you doing this for the glitz and glamour? Or are you doing this as a duty, as an effective upline, all right, to your downlines? Are you switched on consistently, all right? Or are you taking a break for whatever festival or cousin's wedding or your cat is getting married or whatever it is? Are you the upline you demand to have? Because you cannot demand for what you are not willing to be. So the most profound statement that Japa made, and I still remember because I was talking to him on Zoom, look into the mirror and ask yourself, all right, do you want an upline like this? Would you be happy with an upline like this? Is this a switched on upline? Is this an upline who is a wimp or warrior? Is this an upline who is affected by all the negative bull sugar that surrounds our industry every single day? Wake up, smell the coffee. The bigger we grow, there'll be more negative noise. And the only way to drown that negative noise is to make a huge amount of positive noise by creating max out kings and queens, by walking the talk, by doing whatever we have to do, having absolute faith that we belong to a great organization with the DNA of rhythm, right? With the DNA of service above self, with the DNA of creating success in others, guys, for making heroes out of zeros, for making somebody out of nobody. So ask yourself, look into the mirror and ask yourself, do you want an upline like that person you see in the mirror? Now the second question, after listening to Japa, I turned it around. ask myself, look into the mirror and ask yourself another question. All right? It's an expansion of what me and Japa spoke about. Look into the mirror and honestly ask yourself, do you want a downline like this? Are you a good downline? Because we always make demands onto our upline. Oh, chief, my upline didn't listen to me. Oh, chief, my upline is not there for me. Blah, 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 blah. But I always want to ask this question. Are you a good downline? So look into the mirror again and ask this question. Do you want a downline like the person you look at into the mirror? This is the one you see in the mirror. Do you want a downline like that? All right, Dato Sri always asks me the question, Pathman, do you want Pathman as your downline? Do you want Pathman as your upline? No, I want Dato Sri Vijay as my upline. And I pray I can get Dato Sri Vijay as my downline also. Left and right, Japa and Dato Sri. Unbelievable. Max out forever and ever for many generations to come, guys. But they're already my upline, so they can't be my downlines. Actually, they can. I should ask them. All right? So, do you want a downline like you? All right? Do you have an empty cup? Do you listen? Are you plugged into the system? Do you send your TAT every Friday midnight to your uplines? Do you attend trainings? Do you pay the price? Do you give the commitment that you're supposed to give to your upline, to your organization? Are you plugged into the system? Are you attending the welcome, the basic training, the advanced training, the leadership training, ISB, VCon? Because we are your ultimate uplines. So this is a very profound question that I ask myself now every day. Am I a good downline to Dato Sri Vijay and Japa? All right, because they're my uplines. They're my working uplines. They're my only uplines, guys. So think about this. Now this requires you to think. Are you doing presentation every week? You expect your downlines to do it, but are you doing it as a downline? Because every one of you, you are a downline. Every one of you. The only people who don't have downlines is Dato and Japa. But every Japa is actually Dato's downline. So only Dato doesn't have, is not anyone's downline. But he is. His teachers and mentors and gurus, his parents, he's their downline. But everyone watching this Wednesday message, you are a downline. Now, if you don't have an upline you're working with, who you surrender to, your future is bleak, your ego is going to grow, you're going to self-destruct, I guarantee you. In 24 years, I've seen this. So are you a good downline? Do you watch the Wednesday message? Self-promotion. Do you watch the Wednesday message every Wednesday? All right? Are you subscribed to Pathman Senathirajah YouTube? Are you on Instagram watching my Sunday messages or my Insta Live? Ask yourself. Are you a good downline? Now, most uplines tell their downlines to do things that they are not willing to do as a downline. And that's how you lose influence. That's how you become an ineffective upline to your organization. That's when you lose respect. That's when your downlines break away. Because you talk, but you don't walk the talk. You ask them to listen to you, but you don't listen to someone else. All right? The only way you can be a great upline, like me, all right, only if you are a great downline, like me, to Japa and Dato Sri. All right, guys, I am a downline first before I became an upline. All right? You become a great student to be a great teacher. You must be a great downline before you become a great upline. This is a very important message for you to take back. So ask yourself, are you a good downline? All right? Do you have a TAT this week? Did you send your TAT last week to your uplines? Did you commit to the number of presentations? Did you attend all the trainings? Do you counsel with your uplines? All right? Are you carrying the energy and flag of your organization? Are you loyal to your uplines? Because you can't demand loyalty from your downlines if you are not loyal to your upline, to the organization, to the V. Now, this is ultimately what network marketing is. So my message to you on this Wednesday message, last week of Early Bird VCC Bonanza, rocket, guys. We are coming to you wherever you are. We are going back to normal events across the planet. VCon, Penang in September, October. All right, this week, break records. Look into the mirror and ask yourself, would you want an upline like you? And then look in the mirror again and ask yourself, would you want a downline like you? And if the answer is yes and yes, then you will hit your TAT this week. If the answer is no and no, wake up and smell the coffee and change. If the answer is yes, no, or no, yes, change until you reach yes and yes. Yes, I want to upline like myself, and yes, I want to downline like myself. Then I'll be calling you because you will be a max out king or queen of QNet and the V. Love you guys.